Hey everyone, this is Esty. We are going to do a reaction video. This might be my first reaction video, so I'm really excited. And we're going to react to an old-time radio commercial from Mr. Clean. Okay, I think this is like from the 50s. So let's hear it and we'll talk about it.
Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it.
Floors, doors, walls, halls, white sidewalk tires, and old golf balls.
Sinks, stoves, bathtubs, he'll do. He'll even help clean laundry too.
Okay, so one of the things I'm getting is that they're trying to reach both men and women because they have, not to be all divisive here, but they talked about golf balls. And, so it's like the man singing that part and the woman's like, hey, it's going to help you do your laundry. I don't know. I think I'd like it for the golf balls, and like the guys do the laundry. Okay. No, but the song is already very catchy and it's reminding me of like the old Westerns. I don't know why, but it's reminding me of like, give me my boots and saddle. Like it's very, very catchy. And let's just hear a little bit more. Ready?
Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it.
Okay. It'll get rid of your dirt and grime in just a minute. And let me just tell you, this is one of those, you hear a lot of ads and they're all like talking smack. And like this one, yeah, Mr. Clean is amazing. Mr. Clean has saved us $1 million. Okay. Because when you have a kid that loves to doodle on the walls, and we have talked about that, my little artiste, it is so helpful to have Mr. Clean. It really works. The sponges, right? Can we not say enough? Mr. Clean, like, I don't know if this is going to be like space age material. I don't know what's in it. Mr. Clean is just like the most amazing thing. Now, I'm talking about the sponges. So I grew up with Mr. Clean. I grew up with the 1980s Mr. Clean, who was like, he always reminded me of my old like dean or principal who would put me in detention. Even though I was so good, he would always, so it was always like Mr. Clean's coming up and he's like, Esty, it's time, did you do this? And it's like, you had to stay in detention, which was like, you had to do study hall after school. And it was probably the only time I got my homework done. I was so good, but sometimes I would skip. And so very, very naughty. Have you ever been in detention? Have you had to do that? And what did you have a dean? I think all deans are bald and look like Mr. Clean. I'm not making fun of anybody who's bald, but it was like a look, and you just didn't want to mess with the Mr. Clean dean. But I'm wondering, what did Mr. Clean look like in like the 1950s? Was he bald? Did he have hair? And then like the stress of dealing with students like me in the 1980s, it all fell out. Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's go back to the show. Oh, okay. There's the guy cleaning the kitchen sink. I like that.
Can he clean a window sash?
Faster than a flash.
Can he clean a dirty mirror?
You make it bright and clear.
So it can clean a dirty mirror. It can clean a kitchen sink. This is sounding good. Is it as good as Lux? I'm so brainwashed by Lux soap because Lux will clean my skin. I don't think Mr. Clean will clean my skin. Okay, let's go.
He clean a diamond ring.
Mr. Clean cleans anything.
Okay, so they're saying it's tough enough for the sink, but it also will clean your golf balls and get diamond rings. So it's like very, very universal. Okay, let's hear the end of this. Don't you feel like this reminds me of like the old cowboy shows, and it's like you'll be riding your horse and you're like, Mr. Clean could. Oh, okay, I've got to get noodles. So our reaction is over because it's time for noodles, and then afterwards I might clean with Mr. Clean. What do you think? Let me know in the comments your thoughts about Mr. Clean and these all.